I still think one of the greatest inventions in the world is the whiteboard. It's just simply remarkable. Good day, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the RobBrod Report. Looking ahead at the shows running this coming weekend. That is going to be November 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th of 2022. And we do have shows on all 4 days of the weekend. There we go, software to work. Now, going right into Thursday's show. Normally, we have the WWA4 training show in Atlanta, Georgia. However, they are closed this week. But we still have wrestling. Up in Lafayette, Georgia. That's up in the North Georgia mountains on the west side. We have Chattanooga Championship Wrestling. That's, like I said, it's in Lafayette, so that's in the upper northwest corner of Georgia. So that is the Thursday show this week. And we do have several shows this Friday as well. Starting, of course, off with the weekly alternative pro wrestling show in Royston, Georgia. NCW Wrestling in Cornelia, Georgia. Up in Red Bank, Tennessee. This is going to be night one of ICW NHB. This is one of the marquee matchups. I did not find a poster just for tonight's show. I wish they had done it, because when you see the poster for Saturday's show, you'll see why. But this is looks like going to be an outstanding match. It's again November 18th at the TWE Arena in Red Bank, Tennessee. Another weekly Friday show is Independent Southern Wrestling Alliance in Somerville, Georgia. American Premier Wrestling. That is going to be in Jessup, Georgia. I think it's going to be a benefit show, but thank you for Scotty Bullwinkle for sharing that. Otherwise, I would have never known about that. So thank you, Scotty, for sharing that. And then the third weekly wrestling show running is, of course, Pro South Wrestling over in Piedmont, Alabama, and live streaming on YouTube. Check out their YouTube page for more details. So those are all the Saturday shows. Excuse me, all the Friday shows. I do have some Saturday shows. And this is the night 2. It's No Holds Barred number 37. You see why this is a hell of a poster? Okay, why didn't they do that for the night 1, for the Pit Fighter 13? So anyway, so that's going to be something else. Cruel Intentions is going to be the name of the show. It's a kick-ass poster. Another kick-ass poster, in my opinion. Southern Violence in Wrestling. There we go. Get it out of my mouth. Returns to the Southern Brewing Company. Fast Times at Southern Brewing Company. And then another show in Athens. We've got 2 shows in Athens this week. Georgia have an off week this week? Jeez Louise. I'm going to have to see if I can Google that. I did not find a whole show poster for Classic City, but this is a match that interests me, so I decided to put that up. And that is going to be at the 40 Watt Club in downtown Athens. So two wrestling shows in Athens. Is going to be interesting to see how they do as far as attendance goes. Okay, is that going to be in Kentucky? Yep, okay, that's going to be at Kentucky at 3:30. So that's why they're doing that. All right. Renegade Championship Wrestling in Chatsworth, Georgia. This is going to be the Drew Game Memorial Tag Team Tournament. Sent a message out to the people in charge there to see if they can get me a brackets, if they have them set up, and I will do a separate video highlighting the teams involved and whether I think will win and who will win the whole shebang. So that is on the 19th in Chatsworth, Georgia. That's going to be Okay, I guess they call it the Tabernacle now. Okay, check their Facebook page for details. KLT is doing their show, and it's also going to be the North Georgia Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame. And this is looks probably be the main event match, Zero versus David Young, Zero defending the KLT Championship. The names I have listed that are going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame for North Georgia is going to be Loverboy Lee Thomas, Randy Pee Wee Anderson, Pat Rose, and the Big Wood himself, Greg Woody Hollander. So that's KLT in Rome, Georgia. Old School Wrestling in Gay, Georgia, no relation, is having a show. This is the flyer that I went with. They had a much better poster, in my opinion, but did not have any details on it, so I had to use this one. You can check out their Facebook page if you want to see that poster. I thought it would have been a much better poster to go with, but this is the one they went with all the details onto. All right, we have one of the SWA shows. This one going to be in Pavo, Georgia, or Pavo, Georgia, depending on your pronunciation. That is, like I said, SWA. Check if you do search on Facebook. Type in SWA Pavo, P-A-V-O, and you should get to the right SWA page. The other SWA in East Annalee is having a benefit show. That is, of course, in East Annalee, Georgia. When you search on Facebook, do SWA East Annalee, and that should come up for that. They've got different logos, and you should be able to tell the difference right away. So, yes, that is all the Saturday shows. I do have a Sunday show. GIPW presents Pure Grit. That's in Warner Robins, Georgia. Couple interesting matches, including some interesting matches on their pre-show. So the doors open at 4. Main show starts at 5. The pre-shows, at least 2 pre-show matches, I should say. English is my second language. So those look interesting. Check out their Facebook page for those information. So that is all the information I have for this week. In case I forgot shows, it is my fault. And I had one show I had listed, but I couldn't find anything else on it. So always, if you feel like it, tag me. I get up in here, gets listed on the screen, gets promoted. I do have an unboxing this weekend, or unpackaging. I know what it is, but I haven't seen it yet. It's still boxed up. Get that out of the way. I had put out a request for hoodies and links and whatnot, and I got a hoodie. I really don't know what the design is. I know who it is for. So let's nice royal blue. And Exotic Youth. There we go. Keep it centered. There we go. Thanks to the guys at Exotic Youth. About the only way I'll have them close to my skin, so I'll take what I can get at my age. Anyway, where will I be this week? I've got Friday off. I can travel, even though I do have to work Saturday morning. I feel like I should travel Friday, so where shall I go? Either it's going to be Cornelia or Royston. Just don't quite know yet. I'll have to make that choice. Either I'll probably swing by APW. It's been several years since I've been, and I probably owe them a return visit at some point. Saturday is going to be interesting. I know Duke has posted on Twitter that he is going to go to Classic City. I'm not too sure if Larry's going to go anyplace yet or not. So I might go out to the other Athens show, Southern Violence and Wrestling. I've got 2 hoodies. I might wear both of them because it's going to be cold this week, and we'll go from there. Otherwise, Not too sure where I'll go. Might go down Old School Wrestling, but or Renegade. So it'd probably either Southern Violence Wrestling or Renegade. But either way, it should be a slamming weekend of stuff. And on Sunday, I'll be going to GIPW. So it's going to be a 3-show weekend for me. And so we'll have all that fun stuff. As always, okay, yeah, I think that's about it. As always, be kind to each other. Look out for the assholes driving on the roads. And TTFN.